This is your two-step equation tutorial. I'd like to start off with a basic two-step equation. Let's say that 3 times some number plus 6 more is going to equal 27. So a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, there are the 3 L's of algebra. Leave the letter for last. And keep in mind the goal of algebra is to isolate the variable. So what we want to do if we are going to leave the letter for last, we need to work with our 6 first. In order to isolate our variable of n, we need to remove the 6. To remove the 6, or turn it into a 0, we are going to subtract 6 from both sides of the equal sign. Remember, we have to do things equally to both sides of the equal sign to maintain the balance of the equation. 6 minus 6 is 0. 27 minus 6 is 21. And we still have 3n on the left-hand side. Now, 3n plus 0 is still just the same as saying 3n. Technically, we don't need to write that plus 0 anymore. So 3n equals 21. I could leave that step out. 3n is now equal to 21, so in order to isolate the letter of n, I need to get rid of my 3. Now, because the 3 is a coefficient, meaning it's attached to the n, I can't subtract it like I did the 6 earlier. I have to divide. In order to divide, break that away from the n. So I'm going to divide both sides of this by 3 because I have to divide the 3 and the n and make them separate. Now 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 1n is simply n. I could write it as 1n, but no one ever really does that. If there's only one of them, we just write it as n. n is equal to 21 divided by 3, which is 7. And that is your tutorial for two-step equations.